What is craic?
Crack.
Crack. Oh, well, that's spelled
Have you heard?
differently.
What's the story with these water charges, eh? You'd swear they were made of money.
It's a load of bollocks anyways. Edna Kennedy's an absolute prick. Can't believe he's still toxic.
It's just nothing but a shower of muppets up there in the dale. They're as dense as a bottled shite.
Would you ever think of being a toxic?
Me? Sure, I would be in me hole. I wouldn't have a clue.
Say you'd manage better than a bunch of the messers. Most of them don't know their arse from their elbow.
Jesus, we should do something about it.
Oh no, it'll sort itself out eventually.
What's the story with these water charges, eh? You'd swear they think we're made of money.
It's a load of bollocks anyway. Enda Kenny's an absolute prick. Can't believe he's still Taoiseach.
Tis nothing but a shower of muppets up there in the Dáil. They're as dense as bottled shite.
Would you ever think of being Taoiseach?
Me? Sure would me hole. I wouldn't have a clue.
Say you'd manage better than that bunch of messers. Most of them don't know their arse from their elbow.
Jesus. We should do something about it though.
I know, it'll sort itself out eventually.
It's absolutely bitter out, isn't it?
Sure, it's fierce desperate altogether.
You wouldn't even put the dog out in it.
Sure, so brutal it frees the balls off a brass monkey.
It was never this bad last year.
I know, sure we have them, sure have them laid the washing out and all. The streets will be wrecked.
The sheets out in this? Have you no sense? They'd be sopping. I'd leg it on home if I was you, hang them off the clothes horse, throw them in the immersion and get them in the hot press after. You're an awful Egypt.
It's absolutely bitter out, isn't it?
Sure, it's fierce desperate altogether.
You wouldn't even put the dog out in it.
Sure, so brutal that it frees the balls off a brass monkey.
It was never this bad last year.
I know. And sure, haven't I got the washing out and all? Sheets will be wrecked.
The sheets out in this? Have you no sense? They'd be sopping. I'd leg it on home if I was you. Hang them on the clothes horse, throw on the immersion and get them in the hot press after. You're an awful Egypt.
How are you getting on?
Not too bad.
Any craic last night?
I ended up going on a tear actually.
No way, what happened?
Well, started for a few quick ones in Doyle's. Before I knew it, it was off my face, knocking back shots and coppers. Pulled some young one and brought her back to the gaff. Woke up in the morning absolutely banyaks. Realised she was a complete wagon and had to sneak out on my own before she woke.
Christ, you're some man for one man.
How you getting on?
Not too bad.
Any crack last night?
Ended up going out on the tear actually.
No way. What happened?
We'll start with a few quiet ones in Doyle's. Before I knew it, I was off my face, knocking back shots and coppers. Pulled some young one and brought her back to the gaff. Woke up in the morning absolutely banjaxed, realised she was a complete wagon, and then I had to sneak out of my own house before she woke.
Christ. You're some man for one man.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Not a typical American conversation. Well, it is actually a typical American conversation, but differently.
And apparently Edna Kennedy's not a fan favorite.
You don't want to leave the immersion on anyway.
Oh, it's that thing! You gotta
That thing,
turn
yeah.
the shower on. Oh, that's so weird.
What's bollocks?
Bollocks will be your testicles.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Perfect.